All right, guys, so I believe we're in part 3, part 4, I don't know. Well, here's our green wire, right? This is our accessory on or engine on wire. I curled up a little bit. I'm not going to completely strip it all the way back because if I make any mistakes, I won't have any other wire to work with. But I'm going to take my wire stripper, pull off just a hair. Okay, I have myself butt connectors here. This is 18 to 22. That is not going to work. What else do we have? What else do we have? Here we have 16. Good old Radio Shack. So we're going to stick this wire in and give it the old crimp. 16. I think this is 16. Oh, it's about connector. We'll make it work. Okay. That is in. That is not going anywhere. All right. So now we've got our ground, which comes with this clip. Guess what? Bye-bye. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to strip this guy back. Don't know what gauge wire this is, but I'm going to try 12. 12, stripped it nice and clean. And I'm going to put on my spade connector. Okay, that's my ground prepared. This is my accessory wire. So this is the one that will go into the butt connector. I know that because the actual always on power comes with a fuse built in. At least on this set it does. So I'm going to take my accessory wire. I'm going to slip that in the butt connector. And we're going to try to do a good job crimping this. I am not really good because you got to slip it through like this. All right, so I got my crimp ready, got my wire in, and here we go, crimp. All right, that's in, there we go. One down. Now we're going to take our ground. We're going to plug our ground in. Now, if you wanted to wire this in to have the light on only when the car is on, you would have put it into this accessory one, okay, with this butt connector. Or maybe a 3-way connector or something like that. Maybe one of those sleeve ones that clamps over. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing, but not right now. So I'm just going to leave this yellow one loose. I'm not going to have any lights on the switches at night, which quite frankly is fine with me. Let's just get our always on power set up. Now this is where technically I think I probably should have done the battery deal, because this is always going to be on, so technically when as soon as I plug this in, the juice is going to flow. But let's take it away. Let's just see what happens, guys. We're doing this on the fly, like I said. Where is my spade connector? Unless I have to get another one out of the box. All right, we're going to stick that through. We're going to do this, crimp it down. I have my crimp the wrong way. All right, spade connector's on. Now we're going to stick this on here, and we're going to hope we did this correctly. Now the ironic thing is it's 80 degrees out, so I guess I'll probably know if the heaters are working or not. But no light on the switch, which is fine. That's to be expected. Yeah, no lights on, thankfully. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm gonna go get one of the pads so I can test it out. We'll be back in just a jiffy. See you in a few. All right, guys, I got my pads. I ran off to the garage, so I'm probably a little out of breath, but I'm gonna do a little test of this here. So let me make sure I get these all wired up correctly. I think on this one that I bought, all 4 pads are actually identical. So the back, the butt, cushion, whatever you want to call it, I think they're all the same. But we are going to give this a little test. So I believe the way I can tell the difference between which is this is 2 red wires. Well, no, that doesn't tell me anything. So I'm just going to plug them in together. These 2 are going to go here. And there's nothing on here to indicate if that's right or left. But on the switches, there is an indicator, so I'm just going to have to test it out. Here's my other one. So this one, if you notice, the wires are red and black. This one, the wires are yellow and black. So I guess that's an attempt at giving us some sense of which is which. So now those are all plugged in. Now I have my 2 switches here. One is R for right. That's got the white, red, yellow, black. And this has green, red, yellow, black for left. So let's give it a shot. Hopefully the light turns red when we turn it on. Nothing. Car is off. Let's give this a shot, shall we? That would have been smart. Okay, we turned it on. We don't have any lights, which is fine. Then we are 3 red lights, 2, 1, 0. Let's turn that on. And this is our L pad. So let's just wait. Ooh, that one's toasty. And that one is toasty. So, I am going to remember my green, or left, goes to the red. Green and red Christmas. That's what I'll remember. Now, my other pad is not warm. That is right. So, there we go. There is our red. Let's just give it a sec. I can feel the toastiness coming. Beautiful. Ooh, and that one is nice and toasty too. Well, it's on my dashboard, so it's probably warm if it's from the sun. 80 degrees, but that's fine. So, now, let's just try something out here. So we have these red lights on, which means the pads are on. We're going to kill the power to the car. Lights are off. That is what you want. Now you know that these are properly wired in. That means the pads, and yes, they don't feel hot anymore, except for the one on the dashboard, which has been baking in the sun. So that means, guys, we have basically wired up everything just shy of the light. So I'm going to do a little bit more research to see if I can figure out what that is. But in the next part, what I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to take you through actually installing the pads themselves into the back. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find a way to run these wires under the console, under there, into the back, so that they can be wired from the back underneath the seats. So I think we're going to take a break for now, and then I will catch you guys in the next part. Thank you very much, and see you soon.